Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Right to the air goes Nix. And incomplete to open things up. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And they'll try to run the option here. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now it's Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And they get to him right out of the gate, and this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to...
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Now 3rd down and very long. To the air is Rattler. And that is incomplete. But the On third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Straight ahead, Estime. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Nix. That one out wide and intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Reload, go.
They'll try the left side. Dean. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll go play action with Nix. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Nix to the air. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 16. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Rattler. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lucas. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Rattler wants to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. On play action, Rattler. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To the air once more is Rattler. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Webster. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the give, it's Estime. And some space here. Now he's free at the 35 and down to the 27-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards on the ground. We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On play action, here's Nix. He finds his man complete. That's Webster. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. They'll try the left side with Estime. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Nix from the shotgun. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll hand it to Estime. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. From 10 yards out. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Now Rattler. A pass complete to Odunze. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
19 right. Go.
Throwing is Rattler. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Look at the big man rumble. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, 66 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And he'll look under. And oh, he coughed it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Working out of the gun is Nix. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Rattler going to look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 3 from the 9. To the air is Rattler. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And now look at him go. Green flexing his muscle. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Nix. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now it's Nix. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So it looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Rattler wants to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Dean, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dean, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
On 3rd and short, to give it a tight end. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Dean. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. In motion right comes Matthews. Nix to the air. And Matthews has it right side. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
To throw, here's Nix. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd down and 1. Estime once more. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the ground, it's Estime. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Drake London, 34 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense and Spencer Rattler getting ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense is really... At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Here is third and quite a ways. To throw is Haener. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Haener sets to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Dean. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. In motion right, Olave. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Haener looking to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll go again with Estime. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Haener. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Haener from the gun on 3rd down. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Haener. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Haener looking to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Dean. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Out of the gun, it's Hayner. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Hayner here to throw it. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Hayner looking to pass once more. Slant pass complete to Olave. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Baker. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Third and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Bears offense ready to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Hayner. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Hayner to try it on fourth down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears now ready to take over again. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Dean. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 29, Hayner. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Able to shake him off. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. 1st down, here's Estime. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Running right, here's Estime. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Again here, Haener back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
A 3-yard loss brings up 3rd and 13.
On 3rd down, it's Dean. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1.